God, can you hear me? Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Or no? Let me turn up my gain real fast. Okay. How about now? Is that better? I feel like I'm probably oh God. How about now? I can turn the fan off too. Guys, this is my first time doing an alone stream and I'm nervous. Okay, let me turn off the fan. The AC's cooking because so am I. BRB. Okay. Hello, welcome to the dulcet tones of Hannah, where you don't get to see her. Hi, gang. I have never done one of these before. I've watched my lovely friends, Vix, and who else? I've seen Dreamy's never done it. Sky, I think you've done some streams on your own. But I'm trying it because I need to get this done, and I thought I could hang out with you all while I do it. I'm gonna get some music started though, and this is the first time I've used Streamlabs music, so if it sounds like trash, it's because I'm trash. Okay. We're looking for like some lo-fi probably. We'll see. Tell me if you can hear this music. Tell me if it's too loud. Any music on your end? There's music on my end, but I don't know. I'm just a baby. Okay. How's y'all's weekend gonna be? Or how was yesterday for those who are in the Americas? Still working on music. Okay. Turning that bad boy down. Okay. If we get sick of the song, I can change it. But I'm just a baby when it comes to streaming, so I don't know. Let me look at the chat. How is dyed my fiance's hair pink? What? Oh, that is so fun. Did you convince them to dye their hair pink, or was it like a, hey, I want to dye my hair pink, come help me, you have no choice? I must know. gonna make that box a little smaller. Went on a walk with my dog, got chased by flesh flies. Hellhunter, I'm gonna need more explanation on that. That sounds terrifying. What's a flesh fly? Is that something that you have over there? Please tell me it's just over there and not over here. That sounds awful. Yeah, it was a spur of the moment. He was like, if you get the stuff, I'll do it. Oh, fun. I love that. I love it when people are like, yeah, let's just like shave my head. But if we don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. That's so fun. Cheesy Janine, you're doing some art? That's so cute. What are you drawing? Winter, thanks about the witchy geometric vibe. Yeah, we're all of the assets and stuff for Dark Age, we kind of want to make a little bit more tarot inspired, since we do so much tarot for just the stream in general. And so we're like, oh, this would be cool. And so I was actually futzing around with the family tree, and I couldn't figure out a layout that I liked. I was really struggling. And then I think it was either Miles or Woody was like, what if you did like a tarot like spread, like as a family tree? And so that's what we're working on today. The family tree is kind of like a tarot spread inspired tree. I guess I could zoom out so you guys could see more of it, but this is the void. If you've listened to Will's lore about the gods, you'll know that the void is like the first OG god. It's kind of like Gaia or something. Yeah, we can zoom out a little bit. Oh, hi, Lord Bathriel. Hi, Kyle Knight. Hi, friendos. Fun fact, flesh flies are actually called cheeseboard flies over here. Why? Make any of that make sense for me, please. That doesn't... Why are they called cheeseboard flies? As a former cheesemonger, I'm a little offended. This file size is massive, Winter Cameron, but we can resize a bitch later on. Okay, let me pull up my guide so I know what I'm writing where. But here, I'll zoom out so y'all can kind of get the view of it. So this is what I have so far. We have little explanations about the Crucible and the Eclipse and what they are that we're gonna put in here. And I'm thinking about putting them at the top. Sometimes graphic design is just like literally a puzzle. And I'm trying to figure out the best layout for the tarot spread right now so that it kind of shows age, and then also, or like not age because they're all immortal, so they don't really, but like some of the gods came before other gods, and so I wanted to kind of do like put them in rows, kind of like how you have a family tree, but I also wanted to make it clear that they are a family. Maybe I've been watching House of the Dragon, and so when it's a family and they're fighting and it's kind of messy, and if you guys are watching Dark Age or have watched the other Regolus series, it's a family and they're like, they disagree, and so it's cool. Yeah. I saw somebody ask, what am I making this on? It's on Canva right now. Sometimes I'll make things on Canva and then port them over to Procreate to kind of like make them better, zhuzh them up, because Procreate has a little bit more freedom when I want to like do something, but Canva has all these cool assets so that I don't have to draw every single thing, which is a lot better for me and the time I have to do this stuff. I'm reading the chat. Vix, if you're still in the chat, I don't know how you do this where you like keep up and like keep the vibes going and talk and do your work. My ADHD is flying right now. Canva is love, Canva is life. Yep. Sky, I'm also super stoked to get another opportunity to collect channel points for when you're dying. LOL. LOL. Oh, always jamming. I totally get that about when I sit in on streams. I love the Monday art stream with Top Down Tabletop with Vix. No work is done. I'm just vibing in the chat, trying to make people laugh, trying to make Vix laugh and flirt with her. Okay, let's finish adding in these titles, so y'all know what their titles are. We have titles and then we have domains. And if anybody has ideas on where to put the domains within the cards, because I have the domain for the void right here. I just don't want it to look too messy. I don't want it to look like a bunch of text, because that can just like overwhelm you. So I am open to any spaghetti that you want to throw at the wall. Good idea, Hellhunter. What if you make the domains the background of the card? I'll pull up the domains later and show you, because the domains are a little like, it's not like my domain is west of this. It's like kind of like ideas or concepts for a lot of them are their domain. Like one of the domains for, I think, Vikestar or Dami Ino, because they're like literally like the stars and then the darkness between stars, their domains are like a little more hard to pin down. So I'm trying to figure out, there's no like I can't like make a key. I can't make a key and categorize it. Let me see if I can pull up. Will sent me the like guide to it. And I'll give you some examples of domains. You could put the domains in a fancy text at the bottom. That was one of my ideas, or to like have it kind of like around the card. I gotta see, gotta futz it out and see if that looks good. Let's see. Shared with me. William, where's your Fatria Divinity? Yeah, so like Law, her domains are the hearth and every shaft of light, which is beautiful and poetic, but you can't like make a key to be like, so for everybody who is here, this is their domain. Okay, so who are we on? We are on Sindar. We are all that moves and elementalist. Cool. I'm still thinking about flesh flies. I hate bugs already. That's why I'll never be like a good gardener, because I just can't do bugs. I'm making a muted color puff flower blanket for myself. I got obsessed after making that baby blanket. Ooh, is like puff flower where they're like, they come up from the blanket and they're kind of like textured. I've been seeing a lot of textured crochet knitting projects and it makes me want to get back into it. Vix, is this going to be a regular thing? If you like it, this time works out for me perfectly for me to watch you, so I'm begging. You know, it might. I feel like, so in case you guys don't know, I work from home now. And Fridays are usually pretty slow for me, unless it's at the very end of the month. So maybe if it goes right, and maybe some of the other bards can join in if they're not, you know, serving our capitalist overlords. Jules, I'm so sad I had to miss the stream the last couple Mondays, but this is so nice. Oh, I'm glad you're here. We have missed you in chat, but I'm glad you're here for this. We get it. Life happens. People get busy. And then you come back. Winter Cameron, I do therapy on Fridays. How cute. We match. Half pint hero. I may or may not be crocheting a Nightmare Crew member. You're crochet. If it stop, is it the penguin? Is it? No, it's Nightmare Crew. Wait, who is it? Oh, that's so cute. Hunter, you have 2 months off? Is that just like, you know how the French do vacation, or is that like, oh, is it because you're a teacher? Is it just because you're a teacher? You're teaching the youth. Doing the Lord's work. What Lord? You can pick a Lord from this tarot spread. Let's see. Hylan, if you guys, not that you have to watch the old Regolus campaigns, but if you have watched, you know Hylan was Woody's character that he played for like 2 seconds before he went on tour. Let's see. Patron saint of mortals. Yeah, Alejandra, I knew you weren't French, but I was just... I work for a French company, and so I have gotten to know a lot about how they do vacation, and they do vacation. And so I was wondering if it was, like, similar to that, because I feel like everybody besides the U.S. does time off a lot better than we do. All of the love to everyone. Hope the progress is made, Hannah. Thank you, always jamming. If you're still here, if you have to go back to work, totally get it. Europe just gets it for vacations. Exactly. Like, even when I was in grad school, not in Europe, but in the UK, like, when we had, we'd usually be in school 7 days a week, but then we'd have, like, quote unquote breaks between quarters, and they were, like, more than a week, which was nice. I don't know what's happening with this card. There we go. Did that happen to the other cards? Because I've grouped them together like a hoe. Oh no, those all are fine. It's just Woody's card. My brother's giving me grief even when he's not actually here. My vacation is going to be a day trip around my birthday, something small. Oh, cute. Where do you want to go? What's a day trip from? Don't dox yourself, but squee-wee, what's your, like, what's a day trip from where you are? My BF and I will go to Egypt in September. Oh my God. What are you going to do? What are you going to see? That's so cool. My kiddo and I are going to go to northern Michigan to collect cool rocks and shells in streams/rivers and just hang out in the city we've never been to. Oh, that's so fun. I love doing that, where you go like to like a city that's nearby and you're just like, let's get lost. Let's go see what we can find. I couldn't really do a lot of that when I lived out west because there's just the cities are so far apart and it's a commuter city, but I feel like in the east it's very easy to just like take the train somewhere or take a car and then kind of get lost in a city and see what you discover. But I guess that's part of the adventure, right? Sometimes adventures are kind of duds and then you're like, okay, well, next adventure, here we go. Happy lurking, Hell Hunter. Happy cleaning. Proud of you. Cheesy Janine, we're just gonna lay at the pool and beach, see some fish, eat some good food, and get drunk as fuck in the night. That sounds great. Can I come with? That sounds so lovely. Like I feel like there's different kinds of vacations, right? Like there's the sightseeing where you have either a to-do list or you have like kind of like signposts. You're like, I want to do this when we're here and I want to do this, but the rest of the time we can kind of vibe it out. And then you have those vacations where it's just you sit on a beach and you eat and you drink and you just like relax, and both are great. And it's finding people who are like down to do that, because some people like different kinds of vacation. I had a friend in grad school who called them travel soulmates, when you can have somebody you go with who's just like, who gets the kind of traveler you are and you get them and you just have a good time. Also, the hint for who I'm crocheting is the main color name is Sage. Huh. Would that be Callias? Are you drawing the snake? You've been to Egypt before? Ah, oh, that's so cool. As somebody who, the mummy was one of my sexual awakenings as a child, like, I've always wanted to go to Egypt to check it out. Cheesy Janine, your grandma sounds rad. Caster of Passions. That sounds like a pickup line. I want Drew to use it. We gotta ungroup these so that they don't hurt my feelings. Okay. That's not grouped up. Ishtava. Caster of Passion sounds like how one guy on Tinder listed proficient at cunnilingus. Yikes! Those, isn't that like a TikTok series where people will like go through Hinge and all the just ridiculous voice notes that usually cis men leave on their Hinge? Oh, Winter. I'm watching Survivor, and my brother scrolls through a season, and who do I see but that guy you said that you went on a date or matched with on Hinged as one of the episode title cards. And I was like, wait, stop, I know that guy. And by know that guy, I've had a photo sent of him to me. Miles was not as enthused as I was, but I was very enthused. I've not watched his season yet, though. How many of you would go on Survivor? Ishtava was super fun to draw, my favorite of the group. Oh, Ishtava, my love. Yeah, in case anybody's new here, when we did the Gods campaign for, it was Regolus Genesis, Vix did the art for it with the constellations. That's so cool. It's in our intermission show still. But in case you're wondering who did that, it's the very talented Vix, who I'm obsessed with. Oh, Miles, you're in chat. Hi. I thought it was cool. See, when Miles thinks something cool, he goes, cool. And you never know if it's real, which is why I think Miles would be very good on Survivor, because Miles is very good at kind of like keeping his, like, he's not gonna let people read him until he wants people to read how he feels about something, if that makes sense. So he'd be very good, and he's super cool, so people would want to be friends with him. But maybe I'm biased. I can barely survive with the life I have now. Hell no. I honestly think I'd be great in Survivor because I can make a fire from scratch. That's so cool. But I would get sunburned to high heavens. That's my question all the time when I watch Survivor is, do these people have sunscreen? Because I understand, like, yes, you can dig a hole and take a poop in the woods, whatever. But do you have sunscreen? Because I'm worried about skin cancer. I'm always worried when people get, like, really thin. Because I've also watched Alone. And there comes a point in Alone where they, like, pull people out if they're too, like, if their body weight gets so low. And some of these people I get so worried about, but I guess they have like a medical team, so they're probably, hopefully, monitoring it. I feel like you don't get to almost 50 seasons and not have somebody like monitoring that. Miles would kill the social game. Woody would play the social game and people would be mad about his sass. Yeah. Yep. See, I think Woody would be good at the social game, but Woody would also be a very physical threat, and I feel like the people who are physical threats get booted either like right before the merge or right after the merge. Whereas like Miles has got that Slytherin in him, and he'll, like, you know, he'll be good at the challenges, but he's not gonna make himself the star of the challenges. I'm pretty sure I would suck at Survivor, but I would love to play the kind of Survivor they did on Dimension 20 for Game Changer. Oh, I've seen clips of that. It looked wild. I've seen the clip where Brennan Lee Mulligan, like, puts his foot through a wall or something. Very important news. I taught my dog how to shake. He has no idea what he's agreed to. Got him. Entrap him. I don't think Rachel's in chat anymore, so there's no lawyers to tell you not to do it. Miles, what does dapping me up mean? Hi, Janasi Kwa. Hello. Okay, let's go to Unin, who, spoilers, Unin may or may not have been mentioned in this last episode. Moonsmith. That's such a cool title. Do you think Woody would call Jeff Probst Daddy Jeff? And could he get away with it? Survivor's too intense, just let me be on Bake Off. You know what though? I think I'd be more stressed on Bake Off. I watch these people cry over meringue. It stresses me out to watch sometimes. I have to like either crochet or draw on my iPad or do something so that I'm not like anxiously picking at my hands while I watch the show. I love it. But it's the timed aspect. The timed aspect has always stressed me out. Like when I was in grade school and they'd make me do, they were called Mad Minutes, but it was like math tests that you'd have to like complete all these math problems in a minute. And I would get so anxious and have panic attacks and go to the nurse's office. Didn't know they were panic attacks. My teacher just thought I was being a brat. But looking back on it now, we're like, oh, those are panic attacks. Real question is, would Woody's farts get brought up on Survivor? Oof. Probably. What is it? There's season, I think it's season 42. It's 41 or 42. The gal who's a pastor who like one tribal council's like, everybody's farting, we're all friends. Like, it was so funny. What would, not to be blue, but I feel like what you're eating on the island, you're either not farting a lot or it's rough. I don't think there's a middle ground. Thank you for the solidarity and the Mad Minutes being stressful. They were. I guess like it's a good now that we know a lot more about mental health and continue to learn stuff. It'd be a good let's weed out the ones who are anxious so we can help them now. Popcorn reading, yeah. I can see how that would stress out kids too, especially kids like with dyslexia or like English as a second language or whatever language is a second language. Yeah, mandated tests are really tough because I don't know, like you want to understand the knowledge of the child to understand where you still need to like work on things. But like everybody's brain is like sparkly and different, and like that's hard. That's really hard. It's our secret, Winter. It's our secret. Average age of onset for anxiety is age 7. I'd believe it. Yeah, I definitely had it that young, but we didn't know. My mom didn't know. My mom, at one point, after I got diagnosed, was like, is it because I let you drink out of plastic water bottles? Is that why this is happening? Did I fuck up? I was like, Mom, no. It's just my brain. Luckily, the popcorn reading teaching strategy has been proven not effective because all of those reasons you just... Yeah. Also, like, there are kids who want to read. Like, I always wanted to read because I love reading and I loved reading out loud. And there are kids who don't, and that's fine. There are kids who like to do mad minutes, and there are kids who don't. You know, when I do these mad minutes, there was this girl in my class who would finish hers, and I'd be like mid-panic attack trying to do it, and she would lean over her desk and watch me do mine. As a little kid, I didn't have like the wherewithal to be like, hey, fuck off. But I wish I did. I wish, there's always those little kids who like seem like they're a little more clued into how the world works at a younger age. And they're usually labeled like troublemakers or something, but I think that they're just like with it a little more. You start mentioning standardized testing, I begin to cry in autism. Oh, Meerkat, we're all commiserating on our shared trauma. You are welcome and safe here. Nobody's getting a standardized test from me. We're gonna copy Ishtava's name so I can get the umlauts. That's a lot of dots on that word right there. Prince of Twilight. I am glad that now, like, more people are aware of mental health and how it can, like, start so early and how it can affect people, because, fuck, I didn't get diagnosed until I was, like, having a mental breakdown in college. And then I was, like, told, oh, you could just hide, like, you don't have to tell anyone. You could hide it. And this person who told me didn't mean anything negative by it, but that's just how, like, it had been. So it's nice that it's way more normalized, and therefore, like, I feel like the more normalized it is, the better. Okay, I think we have all of them, besides the domains. The devil you know versus the devil you know. Yeah, I always said if I know the face of my enemy, it's easier to fight it. Okay. So now we have Uro. Let's start futzing with the domain stuff, gang. Uro is infinite unbound, ambition incarnate. His domains are the creator sphere and prime of the prime. Hydrate or die straight? I can't die straight, never. I'll drink my iced coffee. I don't think that hydrates me. Well, there's ice cubes in it, so. Prime of the Prime, not sponsored by Bezos or by Logan Paul. Let's see. I'm gonna change the font. Let's see. See, I want it to like be so that if somebody's looking at this for the first time, they understand everything. And I feel like if I just put the creator sphere prime of the prime, people would be like, the fuck does that mean? I mean, I even, no shade to Will, when Will sent me the stuff, I was like, what do all these things mean? Are they all titles? And Will had to explain. So I definitely want, like how it says domain here. I feel like it should say domain somewhere else. I'm also drinking out of a cauldron mug. You have a cauldron mug? Cute! We're matching! I love a cauldron mug. It just, you know, speaks to the inner witch within you. The inner witch within you. I need to drink more coffee. I missed the chat earlier, but did anyone do anything fun yesterday? Because I built a sideboard or a credenza for 6 hours. That was my fun thing. And then I went and met Miles at the park. And we saw some fireworks, but we mostly heard fireworks. What is this? Lost an angel building. You know what? No. There we go. So we have this format that we could use for consistency. I could like go around like a circle thing. I think if you look at the Uro, then there's can be assumed to flow the same. Yeah, I think you're right. Oh my god, yes, the song. Played D&D last night. Yeah, I heard you were wrapped up in tentacles. Dreamy, how did that go? I live by a park, so I had big fireworks right outside my house. Yeah, there was one year when Woody and I lived in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, where they were shooting fireworks off on our street, and it sounded like our house was like being bombed. But it was really cool because we snuck up on the roof and we'd lay on the roof and then they'd explode right over our heads. Probably not the safest, but it was really cool. Have a good time in therapy, Winter. Sadly, not as kinky as you would hope. The tentacles weren't. It's a bummer. If you're gonna engage in tentacles, you'd at least hope that they're a little flirty. I'm not a big calamari person, so. Hi, Ava. Okay. Focus, Hannah, focus. I have so much respect for my friends who do this all the time and can get work done. Creator sphere. Prime of the prime. I just want to try something. What if it was like and then you have to read sideways, but like, is that interesting? Welcome to my process when I design things for Bards, is me just bullshitting until something kind of looks good. So we could do like... If it was like, is that weird? Please tell me if this is weird. This is me throwing my own spaghetti at the wall. Domain, the creative sphere, prime of the prime. That's not bad. I don't hate that. What do you guys think? Isn't that what design is? Yeah. Domain, the creator sphere, prime of the prime. I'm gonna do it with some more and see if it's like horrendous or if we like it. Are these different sizes? Did I make these different sizes? No. Doesn't look too wordy, which was my biggest concern. If you guys saw this, would you be like, oh yeah, both of these things are domain? Good morning. Might not be in here for very long, but I'm eating breakfast and figured I could pop in for a little bit. Hi! What are you having for breakfast? I hope it's delicious. I hope it's got lots of good proteins and carbohydrates to get you through your day. Hi, it's me, your mother. I don't know. Just mopped the kitchen floor, opened the fridge for a snack, and dropped a whole jar of sauce. No! Did the jar break? Chocolate muffin and apple juice. That sounds delicious. Sherry, hi! It's good to see you. What you getting ready for? Work? An adventure? Does every card get a domain or just a row? Every card, I believe, has a well, actually, I don't think some of the younger gods have domains, even though I know... Like, I know Unin might have a domain. I know Ishtava has a domain. Krana, I think's domain is the same as Ishtava's. I don't know what Yui's domain is. Yui's a mystery to us all. A terrifying mystery. Halifax domain is our hearts. I know all of the gold gods have domains for sure listed, but I think this will be updated big time as will, because there are some that aren't on the tree yet for reasons that won't divulge to us yet. Pausing between lectures, want to check in. Hi, Rachel. I like how it looks, but if you want to keep consistent, I would just take into account how many have them, how long the domain names are. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm testing it out. Hello, Hannah. I'm new around these parts. Just started watching with Dark Age. Already obsessed. Hi, Astro. So happy you're here. Welcome. Happy lurking, Sherry. Love you. On a similar note, has the audio for the campaign been fixed? Yeah, our audio has gotten a lot better the more and more we learn about it. That's the thing, is like, it's so much easier to control audio when it's like one mic in front of you, just going into a computer. But when it's a bunch of mics in a room with a bunch of people moving around, it's pretty difficult. And then we just, like, while we're professionals, we're not professional sound engineers. And so we've reached out to a lot of people, and they've helped us and taught us a bunch of stuff. And so, I don't know, the audio is forever evolving and getting better. But I think what you're referring to, Meerkat 117, was when the master for the audio was down really low, and so you'd have to turn up your volume really high to hear us. That's been fixed. That was fixed a while ago, and now sometimes we have the opposite problem, because I think it was Winter who said Will is like a foghorn or something like that. Will can really get loud. So can Woody. Our DMs are quite loud people. But yeah, it's fixed, and it gets better, and the lovely chat in our streams always lets us know if something's iffy. I'm very close to finishing Ballad, but I very much want to rewatch Regolus now. Stormy Sunshine. I'm glad you're enjoying Ballad. Those Ballad babies have my heart. You don't have to, you say rewatch, so you've probably seen Regolus, but you don't have to watch any of the other Regolus stuff to join us in Dark Age. You don't need to know anything, because it'll all kind of be explained anyway. The only, like, there's not like extra exotic knowledge that you need to have, but also, like, if you want to, I think they're both like 10-ish episodes campaigns, so they're not super long. You could burn through them. I'm happy to be here as well. My good friend told me a lot about you, and this was the perfect chance to start following myself. Oh, tell your friend thank you. Back to lectures. Can't wait to see how it turns out. Loving the cards. Happy studying, Rachel. You are so close to being done and being an actual lawyer. You're an actual lawyer in my heart, but the state doesn't recognize my heart. That was the selling point to my friend. I've been talking to her about you guys since like February, and she finally said she'd start watching along with Dark Age. Oh, nice! I'm really having fun with Dark Age. Like, when we started Ballad of the Nightmare Crew, it was still kind of in lockdown, so we weren't able to start in person. And I think I can't remember the last time I started like a fresh campaign with people in person. Because like our home games, the one that Woody DM'd before the pandemic with Kyle and Rachel, which is actually how I met them, because he was roommates with them and they were roommates. He was like, hey, come play D&D with us. And so I went up to their tiny apartment and we played D&D. And I think I took a photo. I think it's on my Instagram. I snapped a photo because it was like a Halloween D&D session. We had candles and it was really fun. And then before that, after I got out of grad school and had time again, Woody was playing a remote campaign with Will and was like, Hannah, you wanna play? We need a tank. Come play a barbarian. And so I was like, sure. But like the campaign had already started and it had started remotely. So it's been years, maybe even a decade since I've started a campaign that we know is going to take a while in person. And it was electrifying. and I'm loving all the lore. I feel like Will drops all these little like bits of sayings that seem sussy and then get my tinfoil hat brain going. Maybe name in the middle, domain and title above and below. Speaking of Dark Age, the long blue wig looks so freaking good on you. Oh, thank you, Cheesy Janine. I was really worried when I get, because like a white wig's easy because you're like, well, it's not gonna affect your coloring too much. But I really like that blue wig. And I used to have really long hair, and so it's nice to be able to style it. I need to get a wig head because right now I have several wigs hanging on the back door of my bedroom, like I'm Moira Rose, and I need a wig head so that I can actually style it, because I can only style it when it's on my head, and that's hard sometimes. Thanks for the subs, gang. Love the ballad so much, but yeah, the energy in Dark Age is so lovely, and it's different sort of storytelling with the Switch and DM, which is so fun. Yeah. Okay, let's try that. Let's do a little. Who was, I think, Half Pint. Was it Half Pint who had that idea? Yeah, that gave me a brain blast on layout. The first session of Dark Age was intense and I loved it. Yeah. It's really fun already knowing the vibes between players. It's kind of allowing me to be able to get to know the characters super fast. Oh, that's fun. Yeah. I think also we've just become better D&D players over several years that we've been playing, so it was nice to start a fresh campaign and see that growth immediately. Can't stay at work right now, but wanted to give some love either way. Thank you, Unstoically Dress. Happy working. They're all so quirky, silly, cute, and I love them already. I want to know everybody's secrets. Like, we have those rumors and stuff, and those were fun, but I want to know, like, what are the secrets that everyone has? I want to be the Gretchen Wieners of Dark Age. Is that me or Sinov? Maybe both. Okay. Alright, if we have that in the middle. Let's flip this. Yep. Okay. Now, Infinite Unbound. Ambition Incarnate. I don't think, there we go. Then the not underlined the creator sphere prime of the prime. Jeffrey Bezos. I feel like we're onto something, but I feel like do I flip it? Do I flip it and put Infinite Unbound on top? So it's like the title. Zoom out, take a step back. Actually, That actually looks pretty good. Let's see. Let's copy and paste. So we can see them side by side and see which one we like better. There's so many assets on this page that centering this is a guessing game. Okay. Which one do we like better? Do we like title, like their moniker on top? Or do we like domain on top? I kind of like the right one more with the titles on top. Titles. I'm hearing right. Yeah. Yeah, moniker on top is the one on the right. One on the left is the one with the domain on the top. Amazing. Okay. Well, then that's it. We're going to do it that way. Can I get this all? If I hit position and I go center, is it going to fuck me? No, it was right. It was in the center already. Look at that. My naked eye is so talented. Monica on top is my new rock band. Okay, cool. That's great. Yeah, that looks good when you zoom out. One of my classes last semester tackled design, so it's still fresh in my mind. Oh, I think back to that all the time. Do they still teach? I had a class that taught me, like, you're not supposed to have more than 3 kinds of font in any kind of design. And I hear that in my head anytime I'm doing graphic design. The Potter, Sun Mother. Sun Mother is such a cool title. Too bad it's for law. Who sucks? My college major is media design. Is this stream kind of study? Absolutely. Absolutely, it counts. Isn't there a Bards college? You just say that's where you're studying. Your secret's safe with us. Well, I gotta flip this anyway, so I don't know why. Actually, that worked. Okay. The Potter Sun Mother goes on top. Amazing. We're going to copy this, bring it over. Domain. The hearth. And every shaft of life. Light. That's terrifying. Like, I guess if you're a follower of law, you're like, she's everywhere. Everywhere I go, law's with me. But if you don't like law, she's everywhere. Sun mommy's everywhere. Watch out. When I hear Shaft, I just think of Sarah J. Maas. Ayo. Ayo. Okay. Miles Minshew redeemed hydrate or die straight. Oh, chat. Yeah, humidity here is really bad in New York. Is it bad anywhere else? I'm assuming it's bad in the South. As somebody who grew up in a place that was drier than a popcorn fart, I'm just not like built for humidity. It does not, humidity and me are not friends. I'm drowning in Michigan. Okay, Vikestar. Such a cool name. That's the middle. Yes, humid heat is the worst. It was pretty bad here in Germany for a while, but it cooled down a bit, thankfully. Oh, thank God. Dying in South Carolina. Yeah, I bet. I was in college, I think, and we went to North and South Carolina because some of our family lived there. And where we're from, when we go swim in lakes and reservoirs, the water is coming from the snowmelt in the mountains, and then the water that comes out of the dams in the reservoirs is from the bottom of the dam, so it's really, really cold. So even in like middle of August, the water's gonna be frosty. And so that's what I was always used to. And then we went swimming in a lake it was North or South Carolina because we were right on the border, and we kept going back and forth. And I jumped in, and it was shocking how warm the water was. I was not expecting it, and I think about that all the time, that I had never swam in like a warm lake before. It'd always been like a freezing cold lake where your lips will turn blue if you're in there too long. We don't want it underlined. Okay. This doesn't seem centered. We've had a heat index of like 110 the past 2 weeks. It's miserable. Ugh. No, thank you. That feels like middle. Does that look middle? There's too many assets on here, and I can't be fucked to move it. It's middle in my heart. Getting ahead of myself. Okay. So where we lay this out will kind of be where they all go for this line so that they all look samey. There we go. Yeah. Looks middle to me. Thanks, Half Pint Hero. I love your glasses. Rebel426, thank you. They help me see. I'm very blind. That feels like middle is how I center everything. Yeah. It's good enough. Okay. Domain, Phylaxis, Blighted House. Sounds like a great place to be. The dark between stars. So cool. So moody. Font here, font here. No, I want that lower. How does she look? Doesn't look like she's in the middle, but I think she is. It's just because Dark Between Stars is below that little embellishment. Maybe if I moved her down a bit. We love our emo god, really. Flexstar is the emo god. That looks better. Just needed to be moved down a skosh. If anyone knows how to work Streamlabs Music, I downloaded the app, but I don't know how to make it play. So if any of you who are smarter than me know, let me know and I can change the music so it's not this one song playing over and over again. I'm jamming a one-shot and I'm creating a character sheet on Canva because I can, and it's such a struggle sometimes. Oh yeah. Yeah. Canva is like a blessing and a curse sometimes. Okay, Damino. Wilma says hi. Hi, Mom. Hey guys, my mom's in chat. And Wilma's her dog. Mom, you're funny. Welcome to the stream. Coffee went down the wrong pipe. Oh. Keep forgetting it's Friday for me. It feels like Saturday. Yeah. I think that's because yesterday was 4th of July. It's a weird... Time is weird soup. Okay. Hammer of the Gods. Dami Ino. If you were to be a cleric of one of these gods, depending on what you know so far in the lore, who would you pick? Who would you follow? Gotta pop off stream, be back soon. See you soon, Half Bite Hero. Sherry, oh my god. You just reminded me I forgot I made coffee. Go get the coffee. Quickly. Gang, this looks great. Good shout about how to do this. Doesn't look cluttered. I don't think it does. What do you guys think? I don't think it does. And it looks like the whole card is being used now, which is nice. I'm in love with an emo god. Hellhunter, does that mean Vikestar? Vikestar is the... Vikestar listens to, like, My Chemical Romance. I will always have a soft spot for a super emo boy. Yeah. I can fix them. I can make them smile. I'm different. It's that power fantasy. I don't think it looks cluttered at all. Having the borders and everything within the borders helps keep a group together and separate it from other elements of the page. Thank you, Stormy Sunshine. Hi, J Mez. Thanks for following. Stormy Sunshine, thanks for the sub. I guess. So we used to, when we had like lower sub amounts, we put the sub goal at 69 because we're children. Do we put the new sub goal at 420? Is that silly? Is that stupid? Or is it on brand? Okay. Yes, do it 100% on brand. All right. I don't know how to do it here. We'll have to do it afterward. Okay. What are Aldwin's domains? The People's Court? The Hearth and a Tranquil Grove. Okay. Aldwin's domain is RBF. What does RBF stand for? I don't know what it means. Right. Resting bitch face. Funny. Bagels and Schmear, hi. Happy Friday. Aldwin does have resting bitch face. Sindar. I feel like Sindar needs to move up just to... Yep, there we go. with one of my nephews, we use resting cat face because one of our cats looks mean, but it's always so sweet. That's cute. I love a good kitty face. So, we stream this also on YouTube at the same time that we're live on Twitch. And the Streamlabs bot is in the YouTube chat. But something has glitched out with it. And I have not had the heart to go in and try and fix it, because what happens is that it'll like go through and do our like, oh, if you want a discount on this, here's this is one of our sponsors, or, you know, come join us on Discord. But then there's the one that's it used to be, it's the Magic Mind one. So instead of putting the whole message for Magic Mind in the YouTube chat, all Streamlabs does is put the sentence delicious and bony approved. And it just will periodically come up in the YouTube chat. No context whatsoever. I too am delicious and bony approved. Yeah, that still looks good. All right, Sindar. Sindar's domain is so cool and poetic. Is the rumble. Why is it underlined? No. There we go. The rumble. The howl. The flicker. The rush. Have other people taken Friday off at all, or are you all still, if you are working? It's kind of a weird like holiday for work because everybody goes out of town. So if you're like in the service industry, nobody's usually coming into the restaurant either, so it's like slow there too. Okay, the rumble, the howl, the flicker, the rush. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I remember when we learned about Sindar, it was when Encanto was like super big and popular, and Will likened Sindar to the strong sister from the Encanto family. And so that's all I picture Sindar as now. I'm working, but most people are off and it's pretty quiet in the office. Yeah. It's just like a super chill day. Louisa, yes. The strong sister, Louisa. The Von Trapp family. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break because Ava's staring at me like she wants me to let her out of the office. And I'm gonna go refill my coffee and then I'll be back. So it'll probably be like 5-ish minutes. So I'm just gonna go to the "we'll be right back soon" screen, that I've not done anything to. But I'll be back in 2 shakes. Okay, love you, bye. Okay. Hello. I'm back. Hope your little break was good too. I'm still in school, but it's been really weird here. There was an outdated schedule and people thought today was off. All of my professors canceled though, so I'm chilling on campus to get homework done. Nice. No class? Rock on. Is your campus cute? I would be working, but I wrecked my knee, so I'm stuck at home. Oh no! You have surgery on the 11th of, I'm assuming, July. And you'll be out again in August. Do you have to do like physical therapy? Woo! Yes, I do have to gain all the muscles I lost. Well, I hope physical therapy's fun. I hope it's at least like, you know, you get to meet some cool people, or I don't know. Sometimes I know physical therapy is like not in a group setting, but you're like around other people, or sometimes it's just like you alone with one other person. I think the campus is cute. It's definitely old and needs more outlets around, but I found my spots. Oh, yeah. Heard on the lack of outlets. I live in a building built in the 1920s. They weren't thinking about outlets. Michaela Art, hi! Happy Friday! Cheesy Janine, it's definitely a motivation to get into the gym again. Do you like going to the gym? I personally, lately, because I'm in a state where it's legal, Twitch, don't cancel me, I take a garden gummy and then go on the Stairmaster and read my little fantasy books about fairies and dragons and let that garden gummy kick in, and it's so nice. It's so fun. It's my birthday's tomorrow and I have a sunburn. Michaela! Did you get sunburnt doing birthday activities at least? At least? Ah, the beach. Well, I hope the beach was nice, but take care of your sweet skin. I did love it, lost the interest and got into dancing. I love dancing, but I can't do that at the moment, so I'll try the gym again. That's what I feel. I feel like for a long time, and maybe it was because I also had like, you know, a disordered relationship with eating and then also exercise. I felt like I had to do this one thing. And now I'm like trying to heal that relationship. And as soon as something's boring to me, or I feel like I have to do it instead of I want to do it, then I'm like, oh, it's time for me to find another thing. So like, the Stairmaster got kind of boring for me after a while. Also because I was doing the tandem read for Throne of Glass, and that's just too, like, I can't bring two thick ass books on the Stairmaster with me at the gym. I will knock one off. I'll do, like, I'm clumsy. So, and I like started doing a lot more yoga. And now I'm like, I felt that desire to go back and move my body in that way. But yeah, I feel like going where you want to move your body and not where you feel like you're forcing yourself to is a healthier way. I'm no professional, but it works for me. I don't know if anything I said just made sense. A gentle breeze. Okay. All the same size. Yeah, I feel that so much. I'm trying to find a way to move my body I look forward to, that I love doing, and not because I feel like I have to do it. Yeah. I have to get going, but I love this vibe so much. Please do more of it. Have a great weekend, everybody. Love you, Bagels and Smear. Yeah, we hope to do more of this. We figured it's a great way to hang with everyone, and it gets me to get this work done and be social. Because I'm at home alone a lot. And that makes you go funny sometimes. Have a great day, Bagels and Schmear. Okay. We do have another title for God of Force Moonsmith. Creator's Prodigal is also one of Unin's titles that I forgot to add. So now we get into the gods that don't have domains, at least as far as the document that has been shared with me is concerned. I love that Kara Hans is a gentle breeze. That breeze you feel that's refreshing and not annoying, that's me. Can I say how much I loved finding out what Ishtava means? Oh! When did you find that out? When you were watching Regolus? Or did you Google it? For those who don't know, Ishtava means friend in... What language is it? My brain is forgetting. Quick Google. Finnish. Thank you, Sherry. Yeah. Yeah. When, for those who have not watched Regolus, some of the gods we played in a previous series that was just like, I think it was like 8 or 10 episodes. It wasn't very long. And so we got to like create gods. And I created Ishtava, the god of the afterlife, and I wanted death to be a friendly face. And so I don't know how I came across the word, but it was just perfect. And it's like kind of, like all names are not gendered, but it felt very just like it didn't feel like it had like a feminine or masculine like leaning. It was just this like all-encompassing name. But maybe that's just me. And I love a cheeky little double umlaut on 2 of the A's. Okay. We have the crucible done, which is the gold, hence the color coding. And right now, these colors are... Will said, crucible's gold, eclipse is purple. So we'll see. We'll see if the background stays white. I don't love a white background. I think it's kind of boring, but I also don't want to make it too much, because we'll still gotta draw the lines to all the cards, and then also, you know, give it a little flavor. And I don't know if I'm going to add assets from Canva or if I'm going to bring this into Procreate and then just draw like vines, because it is a family tree. Should there be tree things in this? You know what I mean? Like a couple branches? I created a whole spreadsheet for this. OMG, Stormy Sunshine. Truly a beautiful choice. Genesis has 12 episodes. Evolution has 8. Ah, thank you. So, on average, about 10. Lua, how'd the dice go? Wanted to track my progress through all the different campaigns one shot. I so respect people who just love a spreadsheet. It's so impressive. Okay, I don't think Hirax has a domain, but let's double check. Oh, it does. They? I don't know Hirex's pronouns, so let's do that one. Aspect of hunger. I have my theories about Hirex. Now, this makes me think that's the middle. But that looks... I guess the card itself is lower, because the card has more lines on the outside. Does that look funny? Yeah, it does. I think that's actually the middle. That's annoying. Once I finish all the ballad stuff, it'll be over 500 hours of watching. Holy Moses. I know I've participated in all of those hours, but that's a lot of hours. See you tomorrow, but I made a rosé and gold one and an olive green gold one, and I'm excited to see how they turn out. Ooh, I can't wait to see the photos. If you want to share them, Lua, no pressure. All right, fam, what do we think? I think this is... I mean, it's not saying it's the middle of this card, but those indentations... these indentations are stressing me out. I thought this card was so cool, and now I'm mad. Like, that's the middle. Maybe if we do this, it won't matter. There was this one graphic I was designing, and Rachel came over and was like hanging with me and helping me do it. And I made two different versions where the text was literally 2 degrees tilted more to the left than the other one. And I was like, Rachel, which one looks better? And she goes, I can't tell the difference. And that's when I realized sometimes I'm a little too nitpicky. Aspect of hunger, that's sus. Yes, very sussy. It's not a D&D campaign with Will Champion as Dungeon Master if something's not sussy. Aspect of hunger. Is it possible to open a new document, copy paste the individual cards into that? Like that you could scale the stuff without so many assets in the document and copy it to the original file again, if that makes sense. Yes, I'm just lazy. And I think we're almost done with this. I think I might leave the bottom ones because I don't think they have domains. I'm looking at the doc Will gave me. Yeah. Hyrex is the last one who has a domain thus far that we know of. But not a bad idea. Should have done that earlier, but we're here now. Okay. He did pop off with those titles and domains, though, I must admit. They're great. I want to know what they are for the rest of these folks. Is Halifax domain squeaky wheeled cart? I guess that's more of their, like, mode of transportation. Okay. Sundead Claw. I have so many questions writing these. Excuse me? Excuse me. Bye, Meerkat. Have a lovely day. Blood on the Snow. Sundead Claw. The secret lies with Charlotte. I don't know. This feels like a riddle. Okay, nitpicky question for y'all. We could leave these like this, or because the monikers are on top here, we could flip them so that they're above. Or is it clear? Am I just overthinking things? I'm probably overthinking things. I overthink everything. I like them like that. I like them at the bottom. It's the same way you'd say it. That's true. That's very true, Stormy Sunshine. You would say like midnight, God of Death. You wouldn't say God of Death midnight. Cool. Interesting. Ishtaba, God of the Afterlife. Okay. The next thing is drawing lines, because some of these will have two different lines for like a direct descendant and a descendant that was kind of like, by accident is the wrong word, but what does Will say? Yeah, bold lines, direct descendant. He gave me bold and dashed lines, and a dashed line is a tangential creation, either accidentally or by the butterfly effect. I can't decide what I want to do. Gotta have two different lines. And I could just do a line, but how fun is that? Or is doing a simple line clearer? The Crucible and the Eclipse, I haven't figured out what to do with them yet, because they're going to have kind of definitions under them. So it's more of I'm figuring out this center layout more, and then wherever there's space and it makes sense, I'm going to put that shit in there. But there, it will be clear which one is which in terms of color coding. Let's see. I might start wrapping up soon just because I'm technically working today and I do have to go do those things eventually. We'll give it like another 10-15 minutes. With the vine idea you had, you could do bold lines could be roots with flowers, and the other line, it could just be roots. Not a bad idea. I'm looking for a pencil to put my hair up. Let's see, because I can either do that on Procreate. Just me, myself, and I, and my Apple Pencil. But maybe Canva has something. Roots. That's kind of fun. Option 1. Problem with doing it on Canva is it's harder to like change it to how you want it specifically, you know? That's big. What I might have to do is like make the document longer and space out the cards. My brain's not ready for this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add the monikers for the Crucible and the Eclipse instead. For the last thing we're gonna finish up before I have to go be a capitalist scrub. Anybody watching The Acolyte on Disney Plus or House of the Dragon? The fight scene, I won't spoil anything for people who haven't seen Acolyte, but the fight scene in episode, I think it's episode 5, such good fighting. Like some of the best Star Wars fighting I've seen in years. So cool. Still on season 1 of Hot D. Ah. Okay. Let's do other. First of Heaven. El Garahlen, which means Children of the Sun. I've been watching it with a friend. She's out of town this week, so I'm not watching 6 until after 7 comes out. Honestly, just watch 6. I would wait until 7 comes out because 6 is pretty short. And it left me wanting, I was like, I wanted like 20 more minutes. Hi, Half Pint Hero, welcome back. First of Heaven. Alright, we're just gonna write those there and we'll make them look cute later. Angels of Discord. The Silent Pantheon. Whatever could those mean? I feel like this family tree was made by people on the side of the Crucible. That the Eclipse needs a better PR team. Okay, I think that's a good stopping point. And then we'll see. I gotta figure out how to hook up my iPad to Streamlabs so I can stream that kind of stuff. I think chat should be the PR team. Yes. Convert Karahan, the master of misinformation campaigns. That's what we need. The Eclipse is where it's at. I think the Eclipse is where it's at. But wouldn't it be interesting if, like, we side with the Crucible more? Depending on what gods we interact with. That's what I would love. Like, imagine you, like, create these characters and then those characters thousands of years later end up being the bad guys. And your new characters have to, like, deal with that. That's interesting. Also, these gods, like, so much time has passed that these gods aren't really, like, our characters anymore. Like, they are, but they aren't, right? They're kind of like entities now. Nightmare Valkyrie is a terrifying title that Yui has. I have no idea what that's about. I wonder if we'll learn. For anyone who hasn't watched the earlier campaigns, I wonder what their opinions would be on each sect of gods. I would love, like, the people who don't watch the first two Regolus, which again totally can, because it's thousands of years later. You don't need to know anything. I want to know when they meet gods, like, what their impressions are. Okay. I think we might wrap it up here just because I gotta go work. Oh, Rachel D&D28, hi. We're just about to go raid somebody and show some bards love. But this was really great, and like, you guys were really helpful with doing this design stuff. More brains is always better than one. So we'll definitely keep doing this, and hopefully, I don't, like, Fridays work best for me, but I know that the other bards will want to jump on and do stuff as well. It'd be cool if Woody, like, mini painted again or something. But yeah, we just want more time to chill and hang with y'all, not just on Mondays, because y'all are our friends and it's nice to chit chat. So I'm going to find somebody to raid, and we're gonna go show them some bony love. And I'll be in Discord too if y'all want to chat. This was fun, like a little co-working space. Have a lovely day. It was wonderful. It kept me honest in what I was doing. Okay. I think I know who we're gonna raid, so I'm going to set that up. I guess I don't have to go to see you next time. We could just raid right into it, right? Yeah. Fun and flirty. I don't know how any of this works. We're gonna go raid our friends at Quest Junkies because they're doing a map making stream. I don't know if they're using any kind of, like, tools to do that, or if they're just doing it, if they're raw dogging it. So yeah, we can go raid them, show them some love. And again, we stream on Mondays, 6 p.m. Eastern on Twitch and on YouTube, but Twitch is where the chat is popping. But But if you watch on YouTube, that's great too. Make that chat pop too. And then stay tuned. Sundays we have Day of Our Lore again. If you've saw one of our posts where we post every Sunday, every week we post like a little lore snippet that's written by an in-world person, so you can kind of learn a little bit more about the world. And yeah, we've just got like a lot of fun little, I guess they're content ideas, but they're just like fun little, you know, lore drops. And I'm still making TikToks, funny TikToks. It's just been a minute. And I had some real life stuff that I had to handle before I sat down at my computer and edited TikToks. But keep watching those because those will come back on Instagram and TikTok as well. But yeah, spread the word. Tell your friends to come watch. I'm having a lot of fun with Dark Age, and I hope you all are too. I have a tinfoil hat on, and I have to like stop myself from just going down like a crazy rabbit hole of all the theories I already have. Thanks, Michaela Art, for doing the modding. Let's see. Let's see. Quest Junkies. There we go. Okay, we're gonna raid into them. Give them bony love. Oh, it's Sky. Sky is doing the map making stuff, so show her so much love. She is my wife, and I love her dearly. So yeah. We'll go there. Love you all. See you soon. I guess this is just gonna go out. Do I do like the tour guide Barbie? Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Love you. Okay, I think we're going.